really afford to lose one another. We must understand that we are all we got. We're forgetting our past, blinded by crack and gun smoke. We must turn that mess around and make the other man choke.
Down in flames like
the Hindenburg. One day I opened my ears. You wouldn't believe what I heard. They say your word ain't. See, you promised us great things, but only giving us a little bit. I'll keep your Star Strap hat as a souvenir. The uncle is dead, but I'm not even gonna shed a tear. See, right now you're the big fish, but I'm the genie in the lantern, and you get no wish. Usually you get 3, but I'm taking 1 plus the 2 that you owe me. It's so hard to feel proud. While I shed a tear, you're still talking loud. I'll never get on a boat with the man, because it reminds me of that great master plan. Oh, I haven't forgotten the last cruise we took. We end up picking cotton. You tried to play me out like a sucker, but I survived to take back what's mine, your mother. So repay your debt to us. Mama so light, cause all the nuts that you busted. You violated our blood and plagued us with acne. So who's the real savage race? Please tell me, what race is really your mind state? So the mess you bumped up is the mess you're gonna have to face. See why I'm so upset? Because you brainwashed my people, talking out the side of your neck. So I just sit back and light up a steam so to deal with the pains and the rage in the ghetto. Who really knows what tomorrow's gonna bring? Our heads are filled with these false hopes and dark dreams. The rage in the ghetto, it drives me to chaos. Brothers talk they mess and get tossed. See, deep down inside, I wanna change, but it's hard as hell to remove these chains on my brain. You got me thinking that I'm less than I really am. Put up a 10-foot pole and impale sand. The rage in my mind, it keeps me from crying, but inside I'm slowly dying. Because I don't know who I am, so I pick up an idol and become his biggest fan. Pattern myself to be just like Jack. I can have a big Cadillac, slanging crack. Invest seriously, and then I start rolling hard, and the rest is history. Grow very secure, got a few keys and holding G's. Nobody can be trusted. I see with a shotgun and in my jock strap a small gap, because I'm so damn scared. Walk the streets alone at night, I wouldn't dare. Will I make it to 21? I'm only 19, my life has just begun. I got snatched up by the feds, I was slapped around, then assigned a concrete bed, and now I'm behind bars. Yesterday was the last day I would see stars, and now I'm feeling sorry, cause everything I ever did is coming back to haunt me. I'm crouched in a corner, hugging my knees. I'll be 37 by the time that I'm free. I got enough bed sheet, I'll make me a nice little noose and I'm out. One hell of a future. I fell into the hands of the plan and now it's over. The rage inside is still alive, and it'll survive until I die. And if that's tomorrow, you see, I went alone. My heart was filled with sorrow. It's a shame though, but it's all because of the rage in the ghetto. Little shout out to the underground, took me in and gave me some knowledge. And now I'm ready. Heads up with the devil. Ha ha. Ashibu. Brothers in black boots. Stepping up. Hotep.
could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. Sin popped a cherry and begat a damnation. Involuntary emancipation. Man, I'm just pacing. Amidst the man I'm facing, I kept my standing station. Me give standing ovation. Yes, we didn't ask for this shit. Let me spit. In a way, the movement lost its way when it lost Che with the aid of U.S. Green Beret. 10-9-6-7, the execution day. I exhumed Che. From the throat, I spit notes of guerrilla warfare. Feel no remorse here. Feel the source here. Even the score here. 40 acres in a tool, and we're pushing for more shares. When Bush brings a leak, I'm checking for forced air. Involuntary emancipation. The market free for white corp to do whatever it wants. You're free to spark weed mixed with Arab corner store blunts. Tall tales from Katrina News exaggerate scenes. Velvet speaker cops looting and bagging New Orleans. A power elite will shower the streets, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy, repeat. The power elite will shower the streets, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Yes, we detest, but lest we test, collect the best, and we address this effing mess, we will arrest this contest, and we invest. Progress must sweat, but let no regrets to attest. Involuntary emancipation. See, we could have saved more, but they didn't know they were slaves. I don't even think they cared that they were slaves. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged. But see, they're true to their ways. Involuntary emancipation. I must confess sadly, whether it's the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next year. I said, I must confess sadly, whether we're talking about the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next tear. Perhaps not very long after the stench from the beloved shells of the dead have gone and rotten. Amidst the next slice of hell, the living dead will have forgotten. Please believe me, it's easy. After all, we're just refugees. See, yes, we're all just refugees. Trust when I say all, it's in a sense of us, not all in a sense of y'all. No. Essentially, what I'm discerning is if Mother sent a great natural burning to the alleys and avenue of Mount Vernon, I too would be a refugee. A haughty look goes right before you descend. You naughty, crooked, spiteful children. The great mother has been dissed, mistreated, mom is pissed. She's heated, she's blown her top. She's dysfunctional from global warming. The noble warning, your scientists told you. And now that she's vocal, unstoppable scorn. From the pit of her belly, she spits tropical storms. But look, it's not like you weren't warned. You wrote the book. Involuntary emancipation. See, we couldn't save those cats cause they didn't think they were slaves. And even the ones that knew, they didn't care that they were slaves. There wasn't nothing that we could do. Nothing we could do. And then moms cry as they mourn in the morn. I rise to rise raised despite the craze. Let the Almighty be praised. Don't choose the news, why bother these days? The extent of the third George's tour, the intent of the Third World War. George won't relent from the oppressed, he's a dreaded pestilent. He's worth more than a hand in a blend of other dead presidents. So says the misled residents dwelling in this dead residence. And this is my testament as I spit on dead presidents. It's been hell since the moment he stole office. And L was drove in the red, white, and blue old coffin. The few, the proud grew in numbers and started to come round more often. It's a police state and overseas thugs say for Pete's sake. When do we seek the uptake? Everybody's buying plastic and duct tape. It's drastic enough to drive an old nut straight. Frustrated frustration. But you must wait, friend, because fools rush straight in, becoming fool for the taking. Time in his true consideration, or else face ruthless obliteration. You must wait, friend.
Been doing all that damn talking and nobody can even hear me. Wow, I'm glad I looked over at the camera. Both my YouTube channels are down. I don't know why. But we got the Mischievious Dog. It's a folktale of the day. A dog used to run up quietly to the heels of everyone he met and to bite them without notice. His master suspended a belt about his neck so that the dog might give notice of his presence wherever he went. Thinking it a mark of distinction, the dog grew proud of his bell and went tinkling it all over the marketplace. One day an old hound said to him, "Why do you make such an exhibition of yourself? That bell that you carry is not, believe me, any order of merit, but on the contrary, a mark of disgrace, a public notice to all men to avoid you as an ill-mannered dog." Now, I won't read the moral of the story. I'll let us read it together. I'm going to pull it up on where you at? Come on. There we go. I'm going to pull it up on the screen so that you can see it for yourself. One of my favorite sites, Fable of Aesop. One of my favorite sites. You know, I just wish there was a way I could get rid of some of these commercials. A bad dog was given a collar so people could be warned at his approach. The dog thought it was a good thing and was proud of it. He was wrong. Notoriety should not be mistaken for fame. Sound familiar? Notoriety should not be mistaken for fame. Now, the version that we use here at Gye-Nyame is the Townsend version. Let me see if I can find it. And then we're going to read the application. Then we'll have a discussion. So one of my sons, I sent out this email. I've sent out a lot of emails. It's one of my sons right there. Shouts out to Brother Dante. Where is the Townsend version? They don't have the Townsend version on here. Interesting. Well, maybe I ain't go down. There we go. Here's the Townsend version. This is the version that I'm reading. I read it already. We'll read it once again, and then we'll get into the discussion. I'm going to go up and read the application. A dog used to run up quietly to the heels of everyone he met and to bite them without a notice. His master suspended a bell about his neck so that the dog might give notice of his presence wherever he went. Thinking it a mark of distinction, the dog grew proud of his bell and went tinkling it all over the marketplace. One day an old hound said to him, "Why do you make such an exhibition of yourself? That bell you carry is not, believe me, any order of merit, but on the contrary, a mark of disgrace, a public notice to men, to all men to avoid you as an ill-mannered dog. Notoriety is often mistaken for fame." We read that up above. But let's go up here to the application, and then the lines are open, so y'all call in. If not, it's cool. Some people are excited. My fault. Some people are exceeding vain, and at the same time so dull of apprehension, that means stupid, lacking understanding, that they interpret everything by which they are distinguished from others in their own favor. If they betray any weakness in conversation which are apt to excite the laughter of their company, they make no scruple of ascribing it to their superiority in point of wit. Sometimes they say something stupid or something they think might be funny, and, people laugh, not knowing that the people are not laughing with them, they're laughing at them. If one of sense or breeding, one of which is always the case, disposes them to give or mistake affronts, upon which account all discreet, sensible people are obliged to shun their company, they impute it to their own valor and magnanimity. So no matter what happens, they always think it's about them and that they're bigger than life, and some people are just too shy to hang with them, to which they fancy. The world pays an awful and respectful deference. There are several decent ways of preventing such turbulent men from doing mischief, which might be applied with secrecy, and many times pass unregarded, if their own arrogance did not require the rest of mankind to take notice of it. Now, let's go to the story about the dog. Going to the Townsend version. So we got a dog that, thinks is being clever and is running up and is biting people's heels. So the master, in order to, maybe he can't control the dog, want the dog to be able to run free, but don't want the issues that the dog bring, because everybody know this is his dog. This your dumbass dog. This dumbass dog bit me, and he don't want the dog to necessarily die, because people would, back in the days and even today, a dog bite the wrong person, that dog dead, right? Put a bell around the dog's neck so people would hear him sneaking up on him, because the dog felt that his ability to sneak up on people in the marketplace was a sign of wisdom, was a sign of valor, when in fact it was a sign of stupidness. It was a sign of ill-manneredness. It was a sign of ill breeding. And the dog had no understanding of this, because, really a dog has no place in the market. It has no place. You know what I'm saying? You there to serve your master. So the master put a bell around his dog's neck, and his dog thought that the bell was a gift from his master because he was such a clever dog. He thought he was, the master bestowed a degree, and the dog thought that he was such a clever dog. The master bestowed a job, and the dog thought he was such a clever dog. The master bestowed a title, and he thought he was such a clever dog. The master bestowed a loan, and he thought he was such a clever dog. When in fact, all he truly was a nuisance, and he didn't realize that the bell that was around his neck was a sign to everybody to avoid him. At least those in the know. Now, he ran across one of his elders, a hound, an old hound, that was looking at him and was like, would you look at this stupid little dog? Just look at him. He just stupid. He has no sense. He don't know. So he pulled him to the side and said, boy, that bell you have around your neck, that degree you have around your neck, that job you have around your neck, that credential that you have around your neck, that title that you have around your neck is not a badge of honor. It's a badge of shame, and it warns men of your foolishness. It lets them know that you're coming, so that they could be warned and they could watch their heels. You can't sneak up on them anymore. You can't even hunt in the woods anymore, because everything hears you coming. Your stature as a dog has been diminished by the bell that has been placed on you by your master. We run into this all the time. We got experts, we got individuals that are around us who allow the bell of their credentials, who allow the bells of their degree, that allow the bells of their position, that allow the bells of their titles to let everybody know that they coming and they take these as a badge of honor, when in fact it is something that has been strapped around your neck by your master to let people know that you are coming. If I know the dog is coming, I could prepare myself and I could turn around and I could stop him because he was trying to sneak up on me. The bell is hazardous to the dog. The degree is hazardous to the dog. The credentials are hazardous to the dog. The certifications are hazardous to the dog. I don't know if anybody out there is catching me at this point in time. The dog thought that it was a badge of honor. And as long as the dog thought it was a badge of honor, the dog strutted around trying to make sure that everybody knew that he had the bell. The bell didn't even bother the dog. The dog didn't even know that the bell was also a sign of his captivity. I want y'all, I'm only trying to help you. Some of these bells and whistles that we have are trinkets of the master, are things that the master has given us to warn not only the master, but to warn other people that we might be trying to get the drop on. Man, this story hits home for me. This story is so true. And it's like, yo, family, I look at these stories and I'm amazed because our ancestors caught it. Our ancestors understood. Our ancestors were not fooled. And they wanted to make sure that we would not also be foolish. So they encoded this and sent it through time. And I want to thank the ancestors for that. But also I want to ask you, what lessons are you encoding and sending through time to your future generations? What love letters, because this is a love letter from our ancestors. What love letters are you sending forward to not only your children, but to those who may be outside your bloodline that might be able to impart on some of your wisdom, who might stumble across some of your stuff? What legacy are you leaving? Because our ancestors warned us clearly about the bells. They just didn't put word whistles. We added bells and whistles. But, you know, getting these bells and whistles oftentimes warns the enemy about who's coming. And many of us, because I want to go to this moral. Look at this moral, family. Notoriety is often mistaken for fame. Just because people know our name doesn't make us famous. Just because people understand the bell, it doesn't make us famous. We have an opportunity that is opening up. And the last year has been basically a speed up of what was to come. We got to see the cracks in the system, if you was paying attention. And we have a time in which we are able to reach as many of our family as we can and snatch them out the illusion. Wake them up. Let them know that they're running around with bells on their goddamn neck. You letting them know, you're letting the enemy know that you're coming. They can hear you jingling from down the block. And some of us, unlike the dog, because this dog, because nowadays it would fit that not only do this dog have a bell around his neck, this dog has been trained nowadays to go back on a yearly basis and get recertified. This dog not only got one bell, this dog got 7 of them. The bells don't make the dog free. As a matter of fact, the bells are an extension of the domestication that the dog is currently facing. I don't know. I don't know if y'all caught me. I really don't. I don't know if y'all caught that. But I want you to think about that. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I want to do a short show, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on with my YouTube. And there's no callers. And obviously there's nobody watching, so I ain't gonna hold y'all up. So this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank y'all for your time. And I am out. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is...
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Kabargani. Bombskin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bombskin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're going to go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form, and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedans, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and has since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.